Hello and welcome to Midweek Point and Click. We are on episode 6 of Lost Horizon. Apologies for the slight delay. I had a technical issue with my internet setup at home, but we are now up and ready. Up and ready. Rip roaring to go. Either way. Steve, how you doing? How was your week?
Hey, not bad.
That's good. Did you do anything special at work or anything?
No, this is a standard work week, but yesterday, because I played music in the office, which I'm not a huge fan of, sometimes it gets iffy, but
Yep.
yesterday felt like I was literally at Guantanamo Bay and the CIA were trying to physiologically break me.
That's
It was
hilarious.
so bad. But yeah, I'm doing okay now.
Good.
What about you?
Yeah, work was pretty straightforward. Didn't really get up to much during the week. I gave blood during the week though, so that was good. Always love doing that. Make sure that if you're eligible, you should definitely give blood. Lisa and I have been watching The Pit, and it's a great show, but there's like something happens sort of mid-season where there is a lot of blood, and it just makes you think, holy shit, really should give blood again. So there we go. Did it?
Make up for all the lost blood on the pit.
Yep, exactly. All the fake blood in the TV show, you give real blood to make up for it.
So it's not the movie The Pit.
No, it's a
weird movie.
This one, it's actually really surprisingly good. I've never seen a show do it like this. It's like an ER sort of drama, but not in the traditional like love story sense. The stuff that girls swoon over McDreamy or whatever the fuck his name is. It's done like. Do you remember the TV show 24 with Kiefer Sutherland?
Yeah, I never watched it, but I remember it. I remember the premise and it being intense.
Yeah, so for those that haven't seen, the premise of the show is one episode is 1 hour over a 24-hour period. This is the same thing where one episode is an hour in the ER. And it's just super intense, super fun because all the different cases that come through are like wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Like in no short order. They just fly it, But it's educational and it's funny and it's everything. It's great. Super stoked to learn that season 2 actually starts in January because we got onto this late, so there's not much of a wait. But I recommend it for sure. All right. Well, how about we get cracking, Steve? You want to give the recap of where we're at?
Okay, so knowing I'd have to give the recap last episode, I took notes. So they're just rough remembrance milestones. So it started us with sabotaging Olympians. So I think the episode before is when we got the premise of we'd probably have to sabotage him. We talked to our mate. And this episode started with us actually sabotaging him. So we shortened one of the official Olympic measuring tapes. Struggling this morning. By just enough to not necessarily allow our friend to win that event, but allow him to maintain his lead in the decathlon. Which I looked it up. So in the game, it's like the decathlon's won by a British person, and the German guy ended up becoming second. When I looked up the actual stats, it was 3 Americans as the podium winners. So not quite following reality. So then we went to the museum, broke into a wine cupboard. That sounds small, but I think most of our time was spent breaking into this freaking wine cupboard. We figured out the Nazis are developing, I guess, a turbine for an airplane engine. And then we caused a warp core breach. Warp particles just streamed everywhere. After that, we went to Wewelsburg Castle.
Oh, the castle. I forgot about the castle. Yeah.
Yeah. So I took notes. There's so much that was like, I probably would have forgotten this or missed it. So I went to a maze in the mine. I put down reckless traversal of a maze.
I got the job done, alright?
So I had to go into the crypt in the North Tower. We figured that out. Which I maybe have a vague memory of, but you're the one that remembered that churches face east.
Yeah, and it's the same with coffins, where I think the foot of the coffin always faces out the door, kind of thing. But yeah.
Face out the door in a mausoleum or something like that.
Yeah, or in a church or wherever a viewing is or whatever, it goes out foot first
Okay.
or something like that. Yeah. But I remember something about the sun, religion and sun and sunrises and sunsets. They're all part of the same Venn diagram or whatever.
Yep. Yeah, so by that we could work out which one was the North Tower, broke into the crypt there, and then both you and Verdantry got triggered because they mentioned morphogenetic fields.
Oh, I was loving that. Yeah, for sure. We dipped into 999 territory.
Yeah. Because 999 in the sense of like a felt 9092, not just that reference, but the whole plot stopping so that a character could go, in 1924, there was an experiment where monkeys on one island, there was monkeys on two islands, and da da da. Like just this huge explode. The way it sort of did their exposition.
Yeah,
Is
it was
very
a bit like Metal
999-ish.
Gear.
Yeah,
Whenever there's like some sort of backstory to the Russian war effort or whatever it might be, it's
yeah.
yes.
I remember because one's the only one I played really. I remember the one bits I remember is when you talk to the DARPA chief, and it just cuts to this footage of, well, what is it? The nuclear weapons of they're built by the Russians. Da, 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 da.
Yep.
It just like stops, like hard stops, and goes to static image while the DARPA chief fills you in on
I
all the
love that
nasty stuff they're
stuff.
doing.
I love the Kojima stuff for sure. The morphogenetic field is a little bit it's a little bit up its own ass, but I still enjoy it. It's kind of like ghosts. Ghosts in general are ridiculous, but I give a little bit of my brain to sort of go along with it and have fun. So yeah.
Yeah, I think the one thing because like one thing I thought of while I was playing it is the when he goes, "Oh, this is an ancient language. I can't decipher this," and it's like, wait, if this is an ancient language, multiple people would have known this, and hence, shouldn't you have a rough understanding of it through the morphogenetic field?
Oh,
And like, like, what about French? There's so many millions of people that speak French in the world, so even though I
or
couldn't necessarily read French, shouldn't I have a gist of what French says? Because I should have a little bit of knowledge through that.
what if, and this is not a spoiler because I don't remember, but what if no one knows that language, but we learn it, and through the morphogenetic field, the Nazis also learn it? That would be a little bit silly
Oh
because
yeah,
that would be so instant. I don't know, but anyway,
yeah. I think it's supposed to be a huge population, isn't it? Like,
I think so.
yeah, but yeah. So there's a morphogenic exposition dump, and I believe we ended it just after a travel interstitial to get to Shambhala.
All right. Well, let's boot this up and we'll see. All right. Deep Silver.
Again, Shambhala is a. In this game, it's basically where the MacGuffin is that everyone's trying to get to. That will improve society, so we don't want the Germans, the Nazis, to get to it. And then Shambhala is in general like a mystical, the idea of like a hidden paradise somewhere in Tibet.
There's a lot of games that use Shambhala.
Yeah.
Far Cry 4 and Uncharted 3.
And the movie Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Never seen that. All right, you can see, Steve. You've got the stream up.
Yep.
All right, cool. Let's load game. We'll go through. We're in India.
Yeah. It's not the best movie.
India.
I really like its vibe and the idea, but it sort of goes nowhere.
Okay. I think there's a game studio that has a similar image to the logo of that movie. Can't remember what it's called though. Doesn't matter. All right, we are in India. This place has seen better days. Hope that's not Chris's blood over there. All right, what do we got? Oh, I heard a whipbird, like the Australian whipbird. There, hear that?
Yeah, I don't know its name, but I'm assuming that's the whoop.
It's like a little laser sounding whip sound.
I loved climbing trees when I was a boy. The taller, the better. Nowadays, I tend to only do it when I have to. Like when I'm being chased. Or when I'm bored.
I remember the last time I climbed a tree.
I'll take that cloth with me too.
Primary school was the last time I climbed a tree.
I remember in primary school we had that peppercorn tree with the vines and you'd swing on them.
Yeah, it was fun.
Not much going on. There are some chopped
this-
logs lying in the fireplace.
Oh, it's ready to burn then.
And there's that tree behind the portables, and it wasn't on the school property, otherwise I would have cut it down, but it would make stink bombs, natural stink bombs.
A man can never have enough feathers.
We can take
Feathers,
the
blood. It's clear what happened here. Some huge winged monster had a nosebleed. Or a chicken got eaten. One of the two.
Do you say winged or winged?
Winged.
Oh, we got a pot. Looks like a propane tank. We're stealing all the shit, cleaning up this city for them. Oh, pot shards.
What is that?
There's a goat under there.
It's a small goat. It appears to be hiding underneath the hut. Well, no, it's definitely hiding underneath the hut. I can see it from here.
Quibbling at his own grammar.
Oh, we are cleaning up India. Look at all the stuff we've just picked up. Can we talk to the goat?
All this military training, and now I realize I never learned how to coax a goat out of hiding. Bah! Bah! Damn. It's gone further underneath the hut.
Doesn't like you much. All right, let's see if we can build some stuff out of these.
The basket's already broken, so I might as well finish cutting it up. I've
Nice.
dismembered the entire thing. All that's left are these thin sticks of wood and the hemp stitching.
Tamala, how you doing?
And these 2 black stones that were inside.
2 agates. Oh, they look like flintstones, maybe.
No, the
Flintstones.
gizzard stones.
That's where
they're inside
Flintstones
the
comes
chicken.
from. I never thought about it.
The flint stone.
Yeah, the fact that
Yeah.
these things that you just never even think about.
I can tie one of the pottery shards to one of the sticks.
Oh, we've got an arrowhead. Oh, and then we're gonna go.
Great. I'll use a few fibers from the hemp cord to make fletching for the dart.
Hell yeah! And we use the stitching with the bamboo pole. Oh no, damn! I thought we could make a bow.
A small dart with a pole.
I could probably
Oh.
manufacture an operational blowgun.
Hmm.
The dart looks like it'll fly straight, but I'm missing one little thing.
Poison. All right, let's go. Oh, you're gonna hear a crowie. Love a crowie. I love the whip bird. So good. Pretty sure it's not Indian in any shape or form though, but
They just got generic bird sounds.
yeah, it's like when you hear like a cocky
The
in the forests.
yeah, or there's the what's that British bird that's in like a lot of stuff? There's like a that's so distinctive. That's the one that stands out for me. trying to think how it goes though.
They should go up nicely.
But it's like sounds like someone screaming.
Not sure.
It's like a ah. And yeah, sometimes you hear it in multiple things, and usually when you hear it, it's usually production that's so like basic or someone who doesn't know what they're doing, so you usually end up hearing it over and over again.
The jug's broken, but I could still use it as a container.
Got a clean read of Steve imitating a bird there.
That crow.
I need to stay
crow
here and look for the
goes-
key artifact.
The Australian crow goes, fuck, fuck.
Yeah, it does.
That joke almost got. They used to have a comedian called
I'll
George
just take a
Stanley, and
short wander into the jungle. Maybe the villagers are out foraging or whatever it is villagers do.
we had a comedian
Hey, you
called
there!
George Kennedy
Where
has
do you
a
think
show.
you are going?
Christ!
This is a cutscene.
You frightened the life out of me! What the hell are you doing hiding in there?
Get away from the edge of the jungle. Come here.
What's wrong?
Don't ask, just do what I say.
Have I done something wrong? Sorry, I didn't mean to sneak around. I just wasn't sure where everyone had got to.
There's a man-eater about.
A what?
Doesn't anything strike you
shark?
as strange around here?
Well, yes.
He came into the village last night while we were sleeping.
Who?
The man-eater. Listen to me. The beast is still out there. I can feel it in my bones.
And you're the
What
only
people do behind
survivor?
closed doors
No,
is none of your
during
business.
these months, only women, children, and old people live in the village. The young men work on the tea plantations. When he came,
True
there was no one here to protect us. Those who could walk packed their things and left this morning.
What sort of animal are we talking about here? I'm, something of an
Is that a
expert.
leopard?
A tiger, what else?
A tiger?
It was no normal tiger, it was a man-eater. Tigers normally avoid settlements. They hunt in the jungle. But now and again, a few of the particularly hungry ones stray into the villages. I remember the old stories from my childhood. When a man-eater has picked out a village, he stalks it for days until he can strike again.
When you put it like that, it does sound kind of scary. But I have a very important task, and I'm looking for someone who can help me.
What brings you here, stranger?
I'm looking for an old monastery, or a temple. Do you know anywhere around here that fits the description?
Well, as a matter of fact, there is an old temple nearby.
Great. How do I get there? Could you show me?
You may have no instinct for survival, stranger, but I wish to retain what is left of my life. I cannot leave the village until the man-eater is dealt with.
Okay, tell you what. I'll have a look around and think of something. If I deal with the tiger, will you lead me to the temple?
If we just
Take
do
my word for it, stranger.
Great. It's a deal.
Be careful out there.
In Australia, this is a bit before our time, but we had a comedian called Graham Kennedy. Our generation mostly knows him as doing one of the camera shows, but he used to have his own comedy show, and he almost got pulled from the air for doing the crow joke.
That's right. He used to do a show with Bert Newton, right? I think that rings a bell.
Yeah, Bert Newton was his lucky, and that's what is amazing with it, because he's the fall guy. Bert Newton is the fall guy. So later on, when he became like this huge personality, it's weird to see him. He's this very subordinate role in the Graham Kennedy show. Like he's the fall guy, so he's the one that Graham Kennedy would make fun of. But also, like, he was still Bert Newton, so he still had, I guess, wanted to be something, so he would just, it's one of those things where, like, he's very much like the sideshow Bob, where, because he's got ego and pride, it then is funny when Graham Kennedy puts him down. Kind of like how, like, in Krusty, like, when he's, like, throwing pies at his brother, it didn't work because he wanted to be a clown, but sideshow Bob didn't, and that's what made it funny when he got a pie to the face. The Graham Kennedy show was much like that.
There's thick jungle in every direction, save for a small trail leading southwest.
That's a nicely drawn map.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a nice map.
I'll follow the path leading out of the village so I don't get lost. Let's see where it leads to.
If it was real, it wouldn't be practical, but it's for a video game map, it's really good.
What is that sound? Christ.
Well, there it is.
There really is a tiger out there. I never knew they sounded like that. Thinking about it, I'm not a vet, but
I was
this
gonna
guy
say, it's
might
got
be
a-
injured. No doubt he'd
it's got a
still
thorn
eat
in
me
its
given
paw.
half a chance.
pull it out and we can
I
ride it
should
back into
stay out
town.
of his way.
Yeah. I thought of recently that joke in.
I don't
How
know
the
anything about
Humor-
mushrooms, but that's no reason not to pick them. If they taste foul, I can just throw them away.
That's not the way it works.
Recently thought of that. Remembered that joke in Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle, where they're high and they're going for the jungle. They need to get to somewhere fast, and suddenly a leopard shows up.
Mm.
And so initially scared, but it doesn't attack them. And then one of them goes, "I've got an idea," and it cuts to them riding the leopard through the jungle really
That's right.
fast. But the funny bit is because the visual gag is funny enough, like the way they do it. But the funny bit was one of them turns to the other and goes, "When we sober up next tomorrow, we're not going to believe this actually fucking happened."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, I haven't
That's
seen
so
that movie
funny.
in such a long time. That was good. It was like a thing of its era, like those silly comedy movies that you just didn't have
Yeah,
to
that's-
analyze. You could just watch and have fun.
That's a genre I generally dislike, but they did it really well. Like stoner humor is what I'm thinking of. I generally don't like stoner humor, but for some reason, White Castle is actually funny and legitimately funny.
You should see Pineapple Express. That one's pretty good too.
Yeah, I keep hearing about it being fantastic. I've never gotten around to watching it. It's just never been like available.
Mm.
Ugh. Leeches,
Oh, fuck. leeches.
dysentery, mud. Not very enticing.
Is that how you spell leech? I think that was a typo, right? Isn't leech double E?
Ugh. Leeches, dysentery, mud. Not very
Think so, but-
enticing.
Could be wrong.
That's might be both ways because I always thought it was the animal was double E, but EA is like leeching off something the way leech does. So it's weirdly related. I'll look it up.
That's the man-eating tiger I'm supposed to be dealing
was a
with.
man-eater.
It sounds like it's in pain. Cats. Bloody things have been following me around ever since Hong Kong. They just keep getting bigger. But seriously, what am I going to do once I've got his attention? Other than feed him my innards.
Was it a tiger or was it a lion that Psycho got to cuddle the cubs? I don't remember. Oh, we got a vine.
It's pretty
double E.
thick. I can't just pull it down.
That's what she said. Can we? Oh, we
So
don't have...
double E is the blood-sucking aquatic animal, and EA is a verb to mean the process of something, usually a substance being dissolved or removed from something solid.
Oh, leeching out of it. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I've seen a worryingly large
Most of them are
number
related,
of
'cause
plane
Leech
wrecks
is
in the
kind of
last week.
doing that to
At
you,
least
but-
this one wasn't my fault. As far as I know, the tiger's still back there. I probably shouldn't do anything to attract his attention. That
How?
includes climbing trees.
I remember because I think leeching power is LEA, but yeah.
The vines. How are we gonna? We need something sharp.
A thick vine.
I wonder actually. Can we? Oh, I thought it was like poison mushrooms. Put on the dart.
It looks pretty impenetrable. I'd need a guide to find my way through. I think I'll stay on the path for the time being.
I think it's
Okay.
even weirder. So leech with two E's. When it's a noun, it's the animal. When it's a verb, it means exploiting or taking advantage of someone for your own gain.
Yep, leeching off somebody for sure.
But I always thought that was the A because it's like
Your blood sucking.
drawing something. Yeah,
Yeah.
drawing something for someone. So the rules are like all over the place, so whether it's EE or EA.
A pleasant, spicy odor. Might actually taste good. Christ, when was the last time I ate?
I assume you ate when you were on the plane.
Yeah.
Before I make a stew out of them, I should probably ask an expert if they're even edible.
Oh yeah, we'll ask old mate.
A dart with all the trimmings, arrowhead, shaft, and feathers. 2 smooth, sparkling stones.
They look rather valuable.
Oh, really? Okay.
The jug's broken, but I could still use it as a container.
Hello?
Yes? Any luck in hunting the tiger?
Yes, I saw the tiger. You're right. He's still lurking about.
Told you so.
I think I know why it came into the village last night as well. He looks injured. He's out in the swamp making sad noises. Would that explain why he's acting so aggressively?
Quite possibly. But regardless, I am staying in my hut. And don't go getting any wild ideas yourself.
But I promised to help.
As you please. Is there anything else?
Sure is.
Is there any chance I can convince you to come out for just 10 minutes? The tiger's out in the swamps. I don't think he really poses a threat.
I forgot I was the tourist and you were the local. Believe me, it poses a threat.
All right, all right. I'm on it. I found these mushrooms in the jungle. Are they edible?
I would only eat them if you have sleeping problems. These mushrooms contain a natural sedative. We use them to treat minor injuries. But I have heard of a Brahmin who performs operations on injured animals and sedates them with the poison from these mushrooms during the operations.
Interesting. So you just chuck them down the creature's throat?
No, the sedative must get into the bloodstream. The mushrooms are cooked and the juice that escapes is then injected.
Okay.
It requires a bit of
Yes, we got
experience to get
poison.
the dosage right. Too much of the stuff could knock out a huge water buffalo, never mind a small pet.
No problem. Caution is my middle name.
Okay.
I found these stones in the village square. I don't suppose they're, valuable by any chance?
No. These are flint stones. Keep them by all means.
Oh, well, thanks anyway. I'll see what I can do.
Good luck.
Okay, so we now know that we need to boil them, so we should be able to collect the water now. Really?
In
Use
we
something
go.
to contain it.
Okay, that works. Do we just boil? Well, mushrooms have a lot of water, so maybe we don't need the water. How good are mushrooms on pizza? Mm-mm.
Yeah, fantastic.
All right. Whoop. Yeah, whoop, whoop. The trick to putting mushrooms on homemade pizza, though,
The reed's caught.
is you cook the mushrooms
logs
first,
shouldn't
get the
be
water
far
out,
behind.
and then put it on the pizza. So then you don't get soggy pizza.
If the old guy is telling the truth, I can boil these mushrooms into some kind of natural sedative.
Just to make
That was quick. There's a dark sap oozing out.
I don't do it anymore because even though it's homemade, it's still technically not the most healthy. But I used to make like pizza, not pizza, pasta and ragu, because then the ingredients would like mix together, like you could reuse them. But because that's like bolognese pasta and carbonara pasta, so the pasta's split between those two, meatballs are split between that and the ragu. So I'd have like a week's full of meals from.
It's too
my
hot to
shopping thing.
remove with my bare hands.
And even though I don't know if any of the recipes actually said to put mushroom in it, but I'll put mushroom in all of them because that is a really good addition to both
For sure.
spaghetti and ragu.
100%. So good. I always, whenever I make bolognese as well, I always like put so much mushroom in it. And like, so my stepson is very like, he was very anti mushrooms as a kid. Now he's getting a little bit better with it, but I would just chop it up and then just put it in there and you wouldn't even notice, but it adds a heartiness to it. Tongs to be played before the internet outage? No, it's when a brief thing about that. So initially I thought it was just my router and I rebooted the router and like my phone and stuff came up and that was fine, but my computer wouldn't. And I figured out that it was actually my switch. The power supply to my switch died. But last time when it happened with my modem, I went out to JCar and bought a power supply. But I made sure to buy several power supplies for all my gear in case this would happen, and it saved the day. So Really, really good idea that whenever you get a chance, even if you don't need it, go get a power supply from Jcar. They're probably about $13 or something like that. And just keep them handy because, you know, one day you'll need it.
Let's get this off the fire without burning my hands.
There we go.
I'll dip the tip in the homemade tranquilizer.
Hopefully not that tip. Yeah, they're a no-name brand kind of universal charger. They're not like specific to the brand. They work as long as the voltage and ampage is good. Of course, I'm no expert, but I always ask the Jcar people, "Wait, does this work on this?" It's best if you bring the box of your gear in.
Voila! A perfect tranquilizer.
This should put the tiger out of action for a while. I've not exactly got the best shot, though. I could hide behind this tree and lure him over. But if he doesn't cross the water, he'll be on the opposite side of the tree to me. And if he comes to the shore, he'll round the trunk and wind up about 3 feet from my nose. If the sedative doesn't work, I'll have about 500 pounds of furry death on my hands.
You just have to wing it.
I'll have to lead him somewhere else and set up a distraction so he doesn't,
Oh, the goat.
eat me or anything. I might give this a bit more thought.
Okay. It's definitely going to be the goat. So we need this vine, though. Do we need this vine? I think we do. We had some shards before that we were able to cut, but... Oh, the goat probably wants this plant, actually. This bush. Let's go check that. I'll quickly just check these once more. Obviously, that's not it. Alright, goatee. Surprise, Tongs, you haven't done the goat thing. Or maybe you didn't see the goat.
He looks hungry. Goats eat green things, don't they?
Is it I've known goats to eat cans, or maybe that's a cartoon stereotype.
Yeah,
Okay, little guy.
I
Fancy
think it's
an
like a joke
adventure?
on them eating anything, but
We
takes the whole thing up. Just put in our pocket.
I'll tie a piece of the cord around the goat's neck, so it doesn't run off before I'm done with it.
Can we
But
tie?
I don't think they'd honestly eat something that has no nutritional value just for the sake of eating it, though.
I'll tie him up here. I hope this works.
Little goat.
Meh.
Don't worry, you're not bait. You're just a distraction.
Lex will say, "Where's the goat?" And then a goat leg would slam on the windscreen. Now where do I hide? Do I hide in the hut?
Hello?
Yes. Any news?
No, not yet. I just wanted to check you were okay.
I am okay. I am safe in here.
Good. Then I'll get going.
Okay. How do we lure the tiger then?
Okay, preparations are in place. I'll lure the tiger into the village, then hide behind the tree in the square. While the tiger's busy with the goat, I should have just enough time to hit him with the dart. Let's hope the sedative works. For my sake, as well as the goat's.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there he is.
Whistling attracted the tiger.
Oh, the goat is shitting itself.
Do or die. Only one shot at this.
Mum spaghetti.
Concentrate.
Got him.
Have you shot it?
No, I've just sedated it.
Sedated? And what happens when it wakes up?
Look, he's injured. There's a nail stuck in his front paw.
Ah, you are correct. He has
Oh, it's the
obviously
old-
fallen into a
It is
trap.
the old fable.
You set up traps to piss these guys off.
No. Many farmers in this area protect their fields and plantations from all sorts of animals with spiked traps such as these. If a tiger gets injured by such a trap, it cannot hunt in its usual way.
And it gets angry.
It begins to look for easier prey.
Chickens, goats, people.
Exactly.
Okay, let's pull the nail out. Then we can take him out into the jungle and hopefully he'll wake up and wander back to his natural habitat.
This could work. I extend my thanks and the thanks of the entire village to you, stranger.
You know, thanks are great and all, but don't forget our deal. Let me take a look at this guy's foot. You find something we can use to move him.
Okay. I'll fetch a cart, and we can take it to the other side of the valley.
2 hours later.
Okay, we're done.
Then I will lead you to the old temple as promised. Follow me. This is it.
Here? But I don't see a temple.
Behind me in the lagoon.
What do you mean in the
Thor
lagoon?
statue.
According to records, there was a narrow valley here in which a temple stood until a few hundred years ago. One day, after a heavy storm, the valley was flooded along with the temple. Since this day, everything that remains of the temple is under the surface of the water. Only this statue standing on the roof of the temple bears witness to what lies beneath.
Do you think anything's still intact down there?
I cannot swim, how would I know?
Okay. Well, thanks for your help.
Think
It
there's
was no
sharks in
problem,
there?
stranger. I had better make my way to the next village to tell the women that the tiger is no longer a danger. Would you care to accompany me?
Women, you say? No, I really ought to get back to saving the world. Thank you, though.
As you wish. Good luck.
I usually need it.
All right, what do we got? This water looks awfully blue.
These plants are firmly attached. I can't just pull them away.
Oh, we need a machete.
There's an old column here, reclaimed by the jungle. My guide said this lagoon was formed a few centuries ago, when a storm tide flooded the valley here.
Don't go in there,
Perhaps
don't
some
pee
of
in
the
water.
temple's still intact. I've got to check it out. At least the water's nice and warm.
Well, someone's
Fully
already taken
clothed?
it.
You know, it all started
shark!
innocently enough. Flies. Nothing dangerous about flies. Then there was the cat,
That's a great
then the
white.
sheep, the tiger. Now sharks. Bloody sharks. I'd better steer clear of him. At least the temple looks intact. I'd better head back to the shore before he spots me. Okay. I have to get rid of that shark
Gotta
if
make
I'm going
up-
to reach the temple.
Gotta make up a rudimentary depth charge.
Yep. And we'll go, smile, you son of a bitch. And then blow it up.
This statue is all that's left to be seen of the temple. The rest disappeared underwater when the lagoon formed.
We do have the clay pot, you're right. Let's fill it with water.
I'll fill it with water.
Can we combine these? No, we can't. What would be the purpose?
A long cord. An old tattered cloth.
There's nothing else here other than, can we splash the... No. I feel like we need something from somewhere else. Oh, now that the tiger's gone, we can yank.
Tell me about it.
It's pretty thick.
Already started.
I can't just pull it down.
Let me climb up.
Let's
then.
get up there and take a look.
Yes. Something really romantic about these Spitfire style planes that I don't know. I wonder if there's any modern games where it's like a flight sim but in those. That'd be fun.
Can't think of the War Thunder and World of Planes, I assume, have them, but yeah.
This wreck's old.
I guess
The
ones
jungle's
like...
begun eating into it. There's a cardboard box in relatively good condition
Oh
in the
my
glove compartment,
god!
Psycho.
but everything else is foobar.
Fubar? He said the rude words.
Yeah.
The cover is attached with 4 hexagonal nuts. I
I
need
find it really
something
lame
to
when someone-
unscrew them.
Screw these.
I find it really
nuts.
lame when someone says the clean version of Fubar. Where it's like, that doesn't even work as a sentence.
What's the clean version? What's the first word?
Freaked up beyond... Well,
Freaked up?
beyond all recognition, but it's like... Or freaked out is what I've heard, but then that doesn't match the letters.
Yeah, that's
Let's see
I'm trying to think
what's
what
in
movie
this
that
box.
is. There's a movie that...
Looks like an old radio.
that's stupid, Steve.
Yeah, it is. That's the most sad... Whenever I've heard it, it's like... That's one of the most sad and pathetic things I've heard.
Freaked up. There's
A radio
freak-
with a
yeah.
hand-operated generator.
Trying to think of where I've
You
heard
produce
freaked
power
out.
by turning this little crank
Oh.
inside. Oh, it fell off.
these fucking things. I don't know if you remember, Steve. There was a childhood friend named Jeffrey. Do you remember him?
No.
Okay, so he was the brother of one of my sister's friends, Susan, and he had schizophrenia, and he wasn't quite medicated to the full extent of I don't know, a normal functioning person. In that he had one of these generator things at his place, and I was little. I must have been like, I don't know, 8. No, more than 8. I moved when I was 9, so it must have been like 11. And he said, "Oh, can you hold on to this for a second?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And it was these 2 wires coming off the thing, and he spun the generator and zapped the shit out of my hand. Bastard. I remember that, Jeffrey, you bastard. All right, what do we got?
The cover is attached with 4 hexagonal nuts.
Oh,
I need something to unscrew them.
I think this.
Wow, blind luck.
Yeah.
The radio crank fits right into the bolts on the cover. Ah, there's an electrics cable under here.
That's the thing.
Might
yeah.
come in handy.
All right, so we go.
I'll connect one end of the cable to the contacts on the radio.
I don't remember if you laughed afterwards. I was, yeah. Can we?
I don't need to use it at the moment. Besides, my gut tells me this thing may not be up to modern electrical safety regulations.
I think it's a little funny. Getting someone to hold both ends of a generator and then cranking it.
And then get onto the generator after you finish cranking it, Steve?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then give the generator a go afterwards.
Yep. How are we going to get this vine down? Maybe I can ask the Indian man. Can we go into his hut?
The old man walked to the neighbouring village to tell them I saved the day and they can come home. I bet he spins a good yarn. I'll be a 6'5" Adonis by the time he's done. Not that I'm a million miles off that already.
I have a feeling that, oh, hang on. We're going to steal some more. Ah, nice.
I need to stay here and look for the key artifact.
What if we shock the shark by putting the wires in the water and then spinning it, giving it a good old crank? One way to find out.
The radio can be charged electrically. and that charge could then be conducted down the cable. Sharks, I'm sure, are sensitive beings at heart. Even a small shock should be enough for him to turn tail. Of course, he's right on the lagoon bed. I'll need him to be right on top of the cable for it to work. I need something to lure him to the surface.
Oh, I got
Throw the
no.
goat in there.
No, not the goat. But if we go back to the village and we get this,
Throw the guy in there.
there we go.
Okay.
The blood dried up hours ago. I can't soak it up.
Oh well, guess what? We've got some jug.
This should moisten the bloodstain.
Yep. Hemoglobe this.
I've soaked the cloth in the blood.
All right, maybe. Hang on. Can we put it in the box? Maybe we just drop it in. Let's see. That's not the right place at all. Silly me. Here we go.
Sharks are attracted to the smell of blood. But what good will that do?
Oh, we're gonna do this.
I'll knot the blood-stained
Wow.
rag onto the loose end of the cable.
Genius.
The radio can be charged electrically, and that charge could then be conducted down the cable. Sharks, I'm sure, are sensitive beings at heart. Even a small shock should be enough for him to turn tail. Of course, he's right on the lagoon bed. I'll need him to be right on top of the cable for it to work. Hopefully, the smell of blood
Beautiful.
will be enough to attract his attention. It's working. The shark's surfaced, and he's circling the bait. I need to hurry before he pulls the whole thing under. Whap! 40 volts straight to the face.
I didn't see it though.
Crowbar to the face.
Oh no, we did.
Fenton Paddock, top of the food chain. Time to get down there and check out this temple.
Let's go. Get that leather jacket going. Ooh, jeez, we don't have much of a health oxygen bar.
Weed, mud, clay.
You can't do that.
Yes, it's a lake bed.
Yeah, again.
Just mud. Oh, and a little snail.
Oh shit.
This is like Subnautica.
Oh shit. Oh, we can
Either
swim
down
up
or go
faster
up
than we
there.
can
I
swim
have
down.
my strengths, but breathing underwater isn't one of them.
Can we use this as a snorkel?
Weed, mud, weed, just mud.
Can I get the little snail? At least we can skip the dialogue for the things we've already read.
How am I supposed to get in? It's a huge gate with a recess in the center.
Come on. Come on. Oof. I'm going to save it. Should we see what happens if we die?
Try.
Alright, we'll go over to these
The
ruins.
temple looks more or less intact from the outside. Maybe it's in good condition inside as well.
So I can't
Who
have it in
knows?
game.
We could jimmy it open.
I won't be able to open the gate like this. It's too big.
That's what she said. Recess.
A jagged indentation. The recess isn't very big. I can reach all the way in. There seems to be some kind of mechanism back here. I'm running out of air.
Okay, that's good. That's okay, great. Mechanism that he can reach him with his hand. That's. Oh, hang on. Can we? Ha!
There. I've managed to cut away the plants with the sharp edge of the pole.
Sharp edge of the pole.
There's a small carving here. It's carved into the stone. There's not much I can do with it.
We're gonna have to make a
Might be I can make some kind of mold
Yeah.
of this carving. At the moment, though, the cardboard's just too rigid.
Oh, we're gonna do some paper mache. Wet
The
box.
cardboard's softened in the water.
Nothing like a wet box in your pocket.
Not bad. The damp cardboard should mold itself to the carving and dry in that shape. Of course, then it'll stick there forever. I need to grease it up first.
Grease me up, woman. How are we gonna grease it up? What do we have? Nothing.
Wet box
Grease.
in the hand is worth 2 in the pocket.
Yep. I wonder if we need to go to the plane and get some grease from the engine or something. No. Can't even.
Ugh.
Vine's still. Maybe we can use the pole to rip it down. Maybe there's sap or something.
It's pretty thick. I can't just pull it down.
Multi-purpose rod. Oh, there we go.
I severed the vine. It's
Hey.
dripping some kind of oily sap.
Put that.
I'll collect some of this oily plant sap. If it's good for my skin, it can't do any harm to an old rock. I'll oil it up.
Okay.
Perfect. This should make for a good mould. The damp cardboard will dry around the carving, and the plant
Let's spell
oil
mould with a
should
U.
let me get it off again in one piece. The cardboard's dried in the heat. If I just remove it carefully, and yes, a beautiful cardboard mould.
The only thing is, what are we going to put in here? I don't think.
Isn't mold spelled without a U? Mold with a U is like the fungus, right?
Not sure.
Oh no, well, I'm wrong.
Ouch!
Apparently with a U for Commonwealth.
Ah, that makes a lot of sense. Americans hate yous. They'll rip it out of any word they can.
I have 2 minds because I am so used to the U's, but then, and I do use them. But I appreciate the American English trying to simplify the language, where it's like a pointless U, so just drop it.
Just wait until you get onto the silent letters. Swamp. Severed vine. Can we... Nothing here. Nothing in the swamp water. No. I wonder if getting this extra bundle of reeds was, like, not required. Where are we going to get mud from? I would have thought mud would be perfect in the swamp, but I guess not. Let me go to the lagoon. Is there mud on the banks? There is no
I
mud.
imagine mud in that swamp area.
Oh, wait. What if it's... underwater and we have to...
Right, get the mud from the bottom of the lagoon.
Maybe, yeah.
The blue lagoon.
Well, it's worked.
I'll collect some mud.
Lovely! Alright, that's all we needed. It's gonna have a snail in it and everything.
I fill the cardboard mold with clay.
Okay, but then with wet clay... Oh, then we've got to fire it. Kiln this bad boy.
Let's hope it's hot enough to fire the clay.
"45 minutes.
That should do it. The cardboard's burned away, and the clay looks pretty solid.
Oh, we're going to take it. Oh, not with our bare hands.
It's lying in the embers. I need something to pull it out with.
Our rod.
Got it.
Good old rod.
It's an exact copy of the shape on the statue by the temple.
Alright, let's go swimming. Ocean water and our leather jacket. Just need some suede to go down with it.
It fits. We're in business. How has no water reached this part of the temple? It smells old and dank, but at least I can breathe.
Oh, there's so much stuff in here.
It's so well preserved. The painting seems to portray a scene Professor Hayes told me about. It's a group of herdsmen or hunters entering a large cave in the mountains. These are the people who discovered the entrance to Shambhala many thousands of years ago. There's a round stone jutting out of the wall here. I'll grab it.
Nice.
Here's another stone. It's a magnificent city with some kind of glowing orb in the center. This must be Shambhala, the light at the center. That must be the source of these morphogenetic fields. It's the world soul.
Oh, it's like in Final Fantasy X with everyone sings together.
The same characters as the
letters.
monastery in Tibet. This is definitely the right place.
With 7, where there's that holographic demonstration of the world spirit, and everyone, when they die, returns to the world spirit.
Bugenhagen's planetarium.
Yeah, I forget his name, but yeah, the guy that raised Nanaki.
Yep. Got a lot of round stones now.
And another stone.
Oh, we're gonna have a lot of puzzles.
The painting shows burning houses. And many, many dead people. They're fighting one another on a huge mountain of corpses.
It's like the Doom box art.
But they don't look like warriors. They're just townsfolk, murdering one another. Is this the fall of Shambhala? The inexplicable catastrophe that Professor Hayes mentioned, but he said it was a dragon, and Kim translated something similar back at the monastery. These people are killing each other. But why? These glass windows must be thick as hell to withstand the water pressure, but this place was supposed to have been built over 10,000 years ago. They should barely have had 2 sticks to rub together. Christ. All these stories and legends. They're all beginning to feel very real. The painting up there has a number of people reaching the shores of a sea or a river by boat. These must be the Shambhala survivors. The ones who came here to hide the second key. That can't be. That looks like a British Army uniform.
You what?
But this place was supposed to have been built millennia ago.
Is there something? Oh, we already grabbed that. Alright, time to look at the plinth.
Okay.
Okay.
We've got 6 circular recesses arranged around a symbol. This must be where the artifact was stored all that time ago. I'd better take a closer look.
Do we have 6 stones? Oh, we do. We have 6 stones. Please don't have to put them in order.
Yeah, we have to figure out which now. I'm pretty sure we will.
I heard something move inside. Is it unlocked? I can't move it. Aha. The stones can be pushed down into the platform.
Oh. Oh no, one of these! Oh, fuck. Oh, woohoo!
Feel like an easy one of them at least.
Oh. I hate those
Finally.
puzzles so much.
The second key. I've travelled 3 continents just to find this thing. I should be happy. Or at least relieved. But there's something bothering me. Something at the back of my mind. I'm finally holding in my hands the key to Shambhala. The key to rescuing Richard. And I've got this weird feeling about it all. Is that my conscience? Damn. I thought I lost the thing years ago. Maybe all this wasn't such a good idea. How many people have already died for this thing? And how many more will die if I open the gate to Shambhala? Beyond all the myths and the legends, there has to be something real at the end of it all. There is something behind that gate that shouldn't be messed with. I don't know. Maybe it's this place, or maybe I'm just tired, but I can't help but think back to Hong Kong Harbor. I made a split-second decision to save Richard. And it was the wrong one. I won't make the same mistake again. I don't have the luxury of special circumstances as an excuse this time. And this time, there's a lot more at stake. Kim said you can't weigh one life against another. Last time, my mistake cost 8 lives. This time, it could be thousands. I've got to accept the reality. I can't go back to Tibet. I have to go back to where it all began. I have to justify the most difficult decision of my entire life.
Lord Weston.
Aina!
Mr. Paddock is back.
What? What are you waiting for?
Oh, that's right.
Send him in, quickly.
They're evil.
Yeah. It is pretty, you're right.
Fenton, you have no idea how relieved I am to see you.
Lord Weston.
Do you have any news of my son? Is he alive?
I'm afraid it's not that simple, Governor.
Is Richard dead? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, he's still alive, I think.
Oh, thank God. Do you need more money? How can I help you? Just say the word, I'll do everything within my power.
Sir, I know where your son is. I even have the key to the gate that leads to his location.
Oh, don't say that.
The problem is, I can't be answerable for opening that gate.
And what is that supposed to mean?
Richard is in a place in the Himalayas called Shambhala. For some reason, he fled there when his unit was attacked by Nazi troops. Maybe it was the only way he could prevent the Nazis from entering Shambhala. The point is, that place holds a secret so vital, it cannot be permitted to fall into the wrong hands at any cost. This is what I've come to realize. The second key could undo everything Richard has worked for. If I reopen the gate in order to follow him, I'd risk letting the Nazis into Shambhala. Lord Weston, we have to destroy the second portal key. I'm sorry, but the dangers it represents are simply too great.
What are you saying? You suggest that we leave my son, your friend, to his fate?
Lord Weston, you know what Richard means to me. You know what I've sacrificed for him. Believe me, if there were any other way, I would take it. I know it's hard to accept, but after everything I've seen and experienced, I just can't continue with this mission. I'm here today to ask for your understanding.
I cannot believe I'm hearing this. You sentence my son to death, and you come here asking for absolution. I was wrong about you, Paddock. If you are unable to handle the situation, I shall have to find someone who is.
As I said, I'm very sorry, Lord Weston. But I've made my decision.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to destroy the key.
I'm afraid that decision is no longer in your hands.
What is this?
What is this?
You're collaborating with the Nazis, Governor!
I had no choice, Fenton. Mr. Kleist claimed to know where Richard was. He said he could return him to me. I was skeptical, but a father will cling to even the slightest shred of hope. I never gave up hope that you would solve the situation, and that I could quickly end my collaboration with the Nazis. But now I realize that I backed the wrong horse.
Governor, this is a mistake.
I'm prepared to take that risk.
Herr Paddock, I wonder if you would be so kind as to accompany me to the airport. You have an appointment in Tibet that you absolutely cannot miss.
Bum, bum, bum.
We meet again, Mr. Paddock.
Oh, jeez.
It's a dubious pleasure, Countess. But I guess you've become rather accustomed to having me around.
Had I been given the choice, you would be lying in your wretched Hong Kong shack with a hole between your eyes, believe me. I console myself knowing this will be the last time your good fortune keeps you alive. I hardly imagine you are aware of the fact, but you must at least have felt the transfer of energy when you held the second artifact in your hands, yes? Paddock, you have connected with the key. You are now the only person capable of using it.
You mean you can't get into Shambhala without little old me?
Precisely.
Take your life.
And you think I'm going to help you?
But of course, there can be no doubt.
I hate to break it to you, love.
Bring
if
her
I
out.
really am your last option, you're rather scraping the bottom of the barrel. Your expedition ends here.
I think they've got the girl.
Mrs.
She's
Yeah.
alive.
But that doesn't
You are
make sense
always so
based on what he
hasty
said
to
about
judge
Richard.
before knowing all the facts. I am well aware of the lengths you would go to keep Shambhala from us. You would merrily abandon your greatest friend for that very reason. But I wonder, would you so capriciously condemn to death your pretty little accomplice?
A little bit of totty.
Kim,
You would merrily abandon your greatest friend for that very reason. But I wonder, would you so capriciously condemn to death your pretty little accomplice? Oh, please don't look so
You're a pretty
dejected.
little fuck
At least you
toy.
have one less life on your conscience. Well, if you cooperate, that is.
That confused
Please don't
me
make
too.
me describe to you what will happen to your girlfriend should you fail to comply. I think you have the imagination to make the right decision.
Kim,
I thought
you
I was
okay?
going mad.
Just about.
Well,
Kim, have you stopped giving me shit
Okay,
every second?
okay. Let her go and I'll do whatever you want.
What do you mean? What do you
I would
mean?
dearly love to grant you this wish, but alas, it may be that your friend can make herself useful on the other side of the portal. No, she stays with us, but she gets to live a little longer.
Fine. What do you want me to do?
Poor Richard.
Place
gonna
the
be
second key
sacrificed.
in the recess on the pedestal. We will talk some more in Shambhala.
It's all about the clunge. I can show you the world.
Fenton. Fenton,
Oh, it's
wake up!
Heath Ledger.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Fenton!
What?
He's a ghost. Ghost.
Richard?
There's glory holes over there, Steve.
Where's that on the left?
Richard, is that you?
Yep.
Of course it's me.
That's kind of cool the way they've
Are
done
you
this.
feeling okay?
You...
It's in the machine.
Why do you look like a ghost?
Oh, charming. You came all this way just to tell me I've seen better days.
I don't understand. My head hurts.
Apparently your sense of humor is still en route. Well, what is there to say but... Welcome to Shambhala. It was good to see Wang's niece again, but I would have preferred it if you'd left the Nazis on the other side.
Kim! Where is she?
She landed in the central cavern along with the Countess. I managed to convince the Guardians of this place to separate you and bring you here instead.
Guardians? You mean there are still people here?
No, not in present-day Shambhala. Just you, Kim, and a few dozen Nazis.
So, what the hell are you talking about then? And what happened to you? Why are you all... flaky?
Ah, well, that's the story, isn't it? When I used the original key back in the monastery, it transported me to Shambhala. But the Shambhala of the past. It seems when the key was constructed thousands of years ago, the monks who stayed in the Kembalung Valley to guard it planned to use it to return here someday. I don't begin to understand how any of this works, but believe me when I say that this place holds extraordinary power.
So I've read. Something about morphogenetic fields.
Phew.
Providing it a name implies an explanation for something inexplicable, but yes, if you like, morphogenetic fields. The high priests described Shambhala as the heart of the world, but in truth, it's more like the soul. If you want to see it in a scientific light, I suppose you could say that the energy of this place is what constitutes the life force of every living creature throughout time. Just as every single person has a soul that makes him the person that he is, every species has a soul that makes the species what it is. And the sum of all that resides here. The world soul.
Would you be shocked if I said this was all a little over my head?
I've been here for days and I still don't understand it. I don't believe we'll ever understand this place completely. Just take it as fact. There is an energy here, an imperceptible energy that bonds us all.
How imperceptible
Binds
exactly?
us and surrounds us.
Well, we are all linked
That
to
is
one
crude
another
matter.
subconsciously. But it's true that certain people are able to detect the fields with more precision than others. We call them mediums or oracles.
Or charlatans.
But the energy fields explain a lot more than that. Think about natural instincts, or phenomena such as mass panic. They're all a result of the ebb and flow of those subconscious links.
Well, it all sounds very grand, but what does it actually mean on a practical level? Are we in danger?
Fenton, imagine the heart of Shambhala as a gigantic archive.
Mitochondria.
A pool of
One of the
everything
place,
people have ever
Parasite Eve again.
researched, discovered, or developed.
So, that's a yes then.
It is. The entire world converges right here.
And the Countess knows that.
But it's not just that. The center transcends time and space. He who controls it controls the sum of all human
Universe.
knowledge, past, present.
And future. They could conquer the world.
No, that's not the threat. The power of this place is too much for any person to control. Mankind doesn't have the maturity to handle this gift. Even the priests of primeval times failed.
So, this field of energy ended up making the residents of Shambhala kill each other in a civil war?
Yes.
Correct.
How?
Imagine understanding everything, instantly. The spirit of a person would be subjected to extraordinary strain.
Fair.
They simply couldn't cope. Besides, there are darker forces at work. This archive is not limited to discoveries and inventions. It represents the entirety of the human condition. Jealousy, envy, hate, these define the human species just as much as learning or understanding, and have a corresponding influence here in Shambhala. But, as I said before, it is not something we can easily understand.
Okay, fine. So we just wait for the Countess to open the center. I'll dash in, grab Kim, then we sit back and watch while they all kill each other.
Sounds good.
You're absolutely right.
But?
In my time, Fenton, the surviving priests are preparing to leave Shambhala for good. In order to protect the heart from misuse, they are performing a ceremony that will set up a force field around it. This field will allow only the bearer of a certain amulet to pass through. After the ceremony, the amulet will be divided into 3 pieces and hidden in the temples of 3 priest castes who once ruled here.
Hey, even better. The Nazis won't get past square one.
No, they've begun to plant explosives. The field is maintained in your time by a series of plinths. It would take a great deal of power, but they may be able to destroy them. We have to stop them, Fenton. They may not be able to wield the power of Shambhala, but if the energy of this place is disrupted in any way, it could have catastrophic effects for every living creature.
It's like
on the
Lost,
planet.
the island on Lost.
We must act quickly.
We? I thought you were stuck in the past.
You're right. But you won't find the 3 amulet pieces without my help.
Are we going to jump between times?
If I understand it correctly, our times are now synchronized. We can communicate, but we cannot cross the boundary. In my time, the priests are only just now performing the ceremony to invoke the force field. So the amulet has not yet been hidden, and I have no way to know where it will be placed. But that doesn't mean to say I can't help you look for it.
And what am I supposed to do with the thing when I find it?
You will have to use the power of the source to drive off the Nazis.
As in the source that sends anyone who goes anywhere near it doolally? That source?
Doolally.
Is there a plan B?
Don't worry. Once you find the dragon amulet, I will help you control it.
Okay, let's do it.
I couldn't agree more. The future of the world is in our hands.
Chapter 7, The Heart of the World.
Looks like I'm on my own again. I'm still not sure I've got a handle on all this. 10,000 years ago, the residents of Shambhala all kill each other, save for a few priests who escape the civil war. Shortly after that, Richard crash lands here and convinces those priests to invoke a force field around the center to protect it. Now the Countess, along with her troops, and Kim, are in the center of Shambhala, ready to blow the bloody thing up. And, surprise, surprise, I'm the only one that can stop them. I need 3 pieces of some amulet to harness the power of the source and somehow make everything okay again. That's Richard's plan, in any case. I'll probably just wander around breaking things until something interesting happens.
Nice. Oh, we can switch between them. Let's just see what happens when we do that. Ooh, okay. All right. Now, Steve, what do you think? Because we're at a chapter marker, this feels like the final chapter. Should we save it and continue next week to finish off the game? Because I'm wondering that if we play too much, then the next episode will be like 40 minutes or something, and it'll be a weird time discrepancy. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
This was a late start anyway.
Yeah. We did do an hour and a half though, which is nice. Normally we go 2 hours, but you know, all good. Let us save it. Done. Cool. Were you going to say something, Steve?
Yeah,
No. Cool. All right. Well, we want to thank you again for joining, everyone. Once again, apologies for the late start, tech issues, and all that jazz. But yeah, make sure you do something good for yourself. Steve, get yourself that burger with the lot tonight at the fish and chip store, because you know that will be delicious.
I really get that. I only get that one for lunch at work. I don't know any good places for a burger with a lot.
Next time you come to mine, I'll show you. Oh my god, the place near me. Woo, woo, so good, so good. It'll be up to Lisa to know whether we'll get pizza or we'll get fish and chips. I don't know. But everyone out there, you get yourself something delicious. Get yourself a quesadilla with some queso to dip into, or maybe some street corn. Who knows? Something delicious. But yeah, let's have a look to see who is on, and we can send you guys across to share the love. We got fucking Deej. How about we raid Deej?
If they say something about me entering a stream and being filthy, I don't know what she's talking about.
I reckon she'd love it, to be honest. All right, locking you guys into the Deej cannon. Ready to fire you off into her dumpster. Yeah, we will catch you next time.